All right, first topic of the day.
No.
Physical versus PDFs.
God damn. All
Battle
right.
Royale.
So,
We need to let Noah have a one
Yeah,
topic.
all right, go
We
ahead,
never
Noah.
get-
Go
well,
ahead, I'm
I
ready.
actually have a list of topics that we can actually do.
All right. No, I'm ready. Go ahead. Oh wait, we gotta start it off. You gotta be like, hi,
yeah.
howdy, and
Shut up.
what's up, dog?
Howdy, hi, and
What's up?
what's up, dog?
Start over.
Howdy, hi, and hello. Fuck you.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad.
All right, there we go.
Oh, damn.
That's how we start the podcast.
Yeah. That should be for the CNC talks.
Also,
That's how that starts.
possibly-
It's for everything. It's for possibly our first ever video.
That's what I was just about to
Possibly-
say.
Oh, right
Possibly
now is the
shout
first
out to
ever
our
video?
first
This
ever
will-
video.
What do you
there's
think the
nothing
cameras
even-
are for?
There's nothing even cool though to see.
That's
Hey, you want some
fine.
trail mix?
They can deal with this right now. Both of them, both cameras.
Shout out to Wendy.
We'll get there.
They can
No.
deal with it.
And
We
my
might,
That's
long
getting blurred
we
out.
might actually. No, we'll be okay.
Listen,
It's not
listen.
monetized.
Right now, I'm gonna text Holly a secret word. Every time that you say it, I'm gonna remove an article of clothing.
Okay.
Make sure it's
Shit.
No, like.
Oh,
Can it
yeah.
be
If
like-
you say like,
yeah.
If any,
No.
because you say like a lot, he says like a lot. We're just fucked if
Okay.
someone chooses
Okay.
like.
Okay.
I say like a lot because when I was
are
younger,
we still good? I just bumped it with my foot, so.
when I was younger and obsessed with Scooby-Doo, as I still am, Shaggy.
man.
Exactly.
That was so good.
That was really good.
Oh, I can't do it. He's the one that can do it real good.
Okay,
So
just so you guys know,
I
I
was
ate a
so
lot of
obsessed with
Wendy's. I'm a
Shaggy.
little bloated. Don't body shame me.
I was
No
so
one's gonna
obsessed with
fucking
Shaggy,
see
I
you.
changed my speech to
I'm
use
gonna make
like
sure
all the
they see
time, and now it
me.
just stuck.
Yeah. Cody's is because his brain moves too fast.
What?
Well, you say like so much.
Yeah.
That's my.
You have to
secret
like
word.
rein yourself in and go like back to the sentence that you were talking about.
Table.
3,
We have 3 topics that
2.
we can choose from.
Okay.
1.
I'll
Table.
tell
It's
you
not table.
the statement of each one, and then you guys can fucking choose what you want.
Arm.
What are you doing?
Can we
I
not?
was trying to guess the secret word.
Oh.
Secret.
Secret.
Password.
Secret would have been a good. Yeah.
The password is password.
Password. No caps. No spaces.
I have a very specific word, and I will play this game too.
Oh god. All right,
Who's
the
gonna
first one
say
that
it?
you guys can choose.
Noah,
is
would you blush if Holly's boobies were out?
the first topic that you guys can choose.
I don't know if you were telling me that actually, or if that was the word. If you were telling me Tyler's word.
No,
Oh, okay.
I think
No,
she's
that's
giving
my
you a
word.
secret word.
Oh, okay.
that's my word.
Okay. Go
Okay,
ahead.
let's start over. Do it again.
Howdy, hi, and hello.
No, skip that. It doesn't matter. Just go.
Sorted. Here's the first topic out of the 3 that you can choose.
Okay.
At what age do you think started your creative kick? Fuck you. From creating stories, characters, ideas, and etc. Also, what caused that creative kick? That's one topic.
That's not like drawing or anything or like painting or anything
It
like that.
doesn't matter. What caused your creative kick in your age and what
Okay.
age did you
All right. Fair enough.
How far do you think into the future when you create a story or character, or it could be a book like what you did?
Can you explain what you mean? How far into the future?
So whenever you start creating a character or whenever you start creating a story, how far into the future do you want to
Like the setting or like how?
whatever? So let's say what we did with Vreeland. I started with just the world, but then I pushed it all the way up till almost the ending, where I wanted to go towards the end, but I created almost everything
Okay, I see
at
what you're
one
saying.
time, which I don't think you should
Gotcha.
do. And then the last one, Tyler was going to like this. It's PDF versus physical copies. This could be any TTRPGs, any other types
I'm ready to
of
throw down.
games, or whatever.
Shout out to Hotbox Babes.
So you guys can choose one of those 3 at the moment. Or you just want me to
So-
choose something?
So like my vote, I think right now is the age that we like found creativity. I think that's a good starter for everybody.
My feet stink, so I put my feet inside my hoodie.
I thought you were putting pants on, and I'm like, are we playing a game where every time someone says a certain word, you're putting more article of clothing on? Like, I'm like,
You guys are taking your clothes off, and I'm putting
you're
them
gonna put
on.
them back on.
Yeah.
Cody walks out bundled up.
Yeah. I look like the little kid in the puff jacket.
I'll tell you, Tyler
Yeah.
might get pissed though because this is his shirt, and he was not happy when I wore it this morning. He was so mad.
She either
Well,
rips them,
okay.
gets shit on them, or loses it.
No,
That's
because
fair.
I literally came out this morning and I was like,
My vote's
what
for
do you
creative.
think? And he goes, that's a fit, I guess. And I was like, what the fuck?
She was
does
just
that
wearing a
mean?
black tank top, black spandex pants, and a hoodie, and I was like, "Yeah, like you look fine." Like
No, that's not what he said though. He went, that's a fit, I guess. And he said it like that. So I was like,
because I don't
like,
really
are you, like-
know what words mean.
but I was
'cause
like, are
I'm
you trying
old.
not to be mean and like you're trying not to tell me that I look like shit? Like, are
That's
you just
definitely
trying
an
to
age
be
thing.
nice?
I just didn't know what to say.
Don't worry, Grandpa Goons, it's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so we have technically 2 votes for the age.
Okay. The age we found creativity.
Yep.
I'll do the first one.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
Vote.
Okay. So it's
All right.
technically like a 2-parter. What? Go on.
No.
What do you
Yeah.
want? What do you want?
My vote doesn't matter apparently.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got
At
voted
max,
out.
it's 3-2.
That's actually means your vote means nothing.
So what age started your creative kick? That can be characters, stories.
You start, because you know we'll talk forever.
That is true.
Yeah, go ahead.
I technically have a story before I say my age. I worked at a daycare center during the summer when I was 18. Is there a problem?
No.
Okay.
I'm struggling to breathe. God.
It's about to slow
My
down.
bad. I fucking worked at a daycare center too. Like,
And I brought my notebook, D&D stuff. I was like really, really into D&D at this point in time.
And you're still not?
Not so much anymore.
Oh.
Because of all the different TTRPGs that we're playing.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so.
Sorry.
And anytime we had to go outside and they got to roam around, I would bring out my notebook and just start writing for the next D&D session that I had to do that
Right.
Thursday.
So instead of watching them eat rocks, you were just looking in a notebook.
Yes.
Very professional.
I know, right?
none of them died. They're fine.
Yeah,
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
That you know of.
but most of the kids that were in the same room that I was would usually come up to me and ask what I was doing. Which I'm like, I play this game. It's very, very creative. You can pretty much be whatever you want. Tell me someone. I don't like that you just snapped at me.
Did that just take a picture?
No, it shut off.
Oh, it shut off?
Oh, it's still going.
Oh boy.
I wonder.
I legitimately thought it took a picture. I'm like, that's scary.
I was gonna say that's scaring me.
Sorry, I'm walking around without shoes.
Alright.
Or socks.
But anyway, while that's going on,
Yep, go ahead.
kids came up to me and I said, hey, just who do you want to be? What is something in your mind that you really want to be? I got many, many different ideas of someone wanting to be a badass princess that has like the biggest goddamn muscles that holds like a giant battle axe and just kills things, which is like, hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
A meat warrior. Got it.
Another
Muscle
kid.
mommy.
Ever since I said that word around you,
I know, I can't.
Another kid.
That's what Krista's gonna be in a year.
I mean, I kind of have no choice now. Sorry.
Oh, shit, dog. Shit.
what the
Fuck was that?
Yeah, the other
Cody?
one's going off too.
I don't like that it like
Your
makes
batteries
sound.
are shit.
This one kid that is always cemented in my mind now is he said that he had a pet fox and traveled all around the world, but he ended up falling into a like nuclear or some type of vat with his fox, which he got transformed into this like partial
Human.
kind of like a lycanthrope,
Okay.
but like constant hybrid form.
So like the really scary fox people from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
No, not to that extent.
I'm just saying
But
those things used to freak me out.
But he finished about that he is trying to find a way to turn back to what he once was.
Okay.
I was amazed of what his mind went to, because he was only 10 years old. And
Fair enough.
to that extent, I don't think I was even at that age when my brain was like, creativity is amazing. It was probably when I was 13 turning 14, whenever my brother introduced me to them. Cody,
Yeah.
Krista.
Yeah.
Them.
Them.
Yeah.
I think I
Those
actually met you from Shane.
shitheads.
I believe.
Yeah, but I don't think
I
it
used
was
to
like
live
an
across the street
actual
from Shane.
full-on somewhat we know. And that's when I started watching more D&D, actually creating my own stories, and that's where it all fell downhill from there.
I think mine came much earlier, because my grandma was basically, the only way I can describe it is she was like Pinterest before Pinterest existed. Like, she would make the most random like stuff that you would literally think of as garbage, and then by the time it was all said and done, it was like gorgeous. Like, she used to take like milk crates and like take a box cutter and like cut them in like a weird origami style looking thing, and all of a sudden it was like a swan, and she had like all these like milk crate swans like on her front porch that she would put like potted plants and stuff in. And I always thought that was like so amazing. So like when we were younger, we would like go for like walks in our woods, and we would collect stuff, and she would like glue pieces together, and she'd make like wood trolls out of like stumps, and like she would use like acorns for eyes, and like other weird things like that. But like one of my favorite memories is we would go out mushroom hunting, and she'd get those big white mushrooms that would grow on the sides of trees that were like hard, and we would break those off, and she'd let them dry out, and then we would paint like murals and stuff on those mushrooms. And her being like a professional oil painter, that was like her like main thing. So when I was very, very young, she taught me how to oil paint. So it was just something I kind of grew up with. And so like I think that type of creative kick, I mean, obviously it's not like writing stories or building characters or whatever, but like I think just the creativity part of it probably started when I was like 5. But like I don't know, like, did you ever see the oil painting I did when I was 10?
I don't think so.
So like I said, this is completely me. This has like my grandma did no part of it, and it was actually an art gallery in town. It was the first oil painting I did. And
It looks like a Bob Ross painting.
and I was 10 years old when I did it.
Jesus. Fuck.
So yeah, that's what I'd say. I was probably like 5-ish, I'd say, because like my whole life's kind of been like that. Well, because of her at least. Krista, what about you? Growing up on a farm, playing with goats.
Shout out to PC.
I don't have a lot of early memories of stuff because my memory is shit. So I would imagine it's from the lack of things to do. Honestly, like we lived out in the middle of nowhere. My parents didn't have the money to be transporting me all around to my friends' houses. So like spending time with other people was either a coordinated effort of like getting on and off the bus with them and like having trips and stuff. So like I would think like Thumbelina was one of my favorite movies. Aladdin, like fantasy type stuff. So Disney's Fantasia.
So it had
movie.
to do with like a lot of what you consumed? Is that what you mean?
I would say,
Like,
yeah, because like there was only so many opportunities for me to.
Cody, your microphone isn't on.
Hey. There wasn't a lot of opportunities for me to experience a lot of other stuff, and that's why I feel like I'm catching up on nostalgic things now. Like you guys with Pokemon. Like, I have no idea about Pokemon, and it doesn't mean anything to me because I didn't grow up with it.
She did agree to learn to play Pokemon the other day, though.
Yes. I did. I got my Pokemon Go set up. So
No. I mean, learn to play the card game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and you did get Pokemon Go set up.
So I would say, like, I didn't play games with people. My sister and I didn't really get along till I was in my early 20s. We were just totally different people. We didn't like the same things, so it was difficult. My cousin and I, we would spend a couple weeks during the summer with each other. She's younger than me, so it was like I was teaching her the things that I know, like having toys in your bedroom only goes so far. So you learn how to draw and you learn how to write and to keep yourself busy.
I think Krista brought up a really good point of like why we create things. Like Krista comes out of like kind of necessity. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? And I created things because of like
Influence.
It was like influence.
Yeah.
So like there's like all these different reasons why they come about.
Right.
I think that's also a very
I
interesting
think
way to look at
human
things.
nature is to create anyways. So it just depends on how that form comes out.
Yeah,
in you.
That's very true. And I think that's also like why some of us paint, why some of us draw, why some of us sculpt, why some of us like
tinker.
Yeah, why there's like so many different forms of art, which is also very interesting to see like where like Yvette Lepley, like she is a master sculptor, but like she always says she's like my drawing skills are shit. Mm-hmm. But she's like let me like carve a nose like out of like a piece of wood or clay and like it's gonna be the best nose you've ever seen. Mm-hmm. But she's like to draw one. She's like, I just can't think two-dimensional. Yeah. And I think that's where, like, some people can't grasp certain, like, mediums of art, but, like, other people can master it. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of cool to see that.
Yeah. Love that.
Waiting on two other people?
Go ahead, Holly. I'm trying to figure out my answer right now.
Yeah, that's what I've been...
Well, I have a picture on Facebook that'll give me the exact date whenever I started being artistic.
So
autistic, got it.
I was about to say the same thing.
Oh yeah, right here it says I was born April 30th.
So,
really
see for
born
me,
are you a Taurus?
yes.
God damn it, we're not
Don't talk about that
Same-
bullshit.
He's
We're
the
not
same as
doing-
me.
Brah.
He's literally 2 days after me.
I know.
Yeah, it goes her birthday, Megan's birthday, my birthday, right in a row.
Technically,
All three.
there's
Then
my
Dylan's birthday
birthday
and then my birthday.
Yeah, but you guys, I'm talking about day by day.
Yeah.
Don't forget mine. Mine's
Me,
next
her, and
week.
Megan are 3 days in a row.
Shout out to my birthday. It's next week.
We don't care.
February 15th, his social security number is...
One night. Oh. You'll never get it. Go ahead.
197. I don't actually know it.
It's 17.
Stop.
So when were you creative, Holly?
Am I allowed to say it now, or are you gonna keep saying some shit? Or is it good? Or
I'm waiting for you to say something for me to talk over you. Go ahead.
no, it's hard to like pinpoint an age. I feel like I always grew up around different art and stuff like that. My mom is a very, very creative, artistic person. Growing up, my sort of creativity and stuff like that was wildly different from like drawing or painting or anything like that, because I grew up, first of all, in a house of 15 kids. So there's a lot. So my cousins were all homeschooled. And then we had foster children in and out of the house. So whether it was them doing some sort of homeschool work or whatever, we'd always jump in on that and do that. And then my parents owned a haunted walkthrough So a lot of the creativity was making Halloween props and prosthetics and fake blood and gore and things like that. So I got a lot of the sort of creativity from my mom in that aspect because she did the special effects makeup. She did like the props and things like that. And so I was always helping her with that. And I'd probably say that's where I got it from, was really like my mom. But I was around it like my whole life. So I don't really know if I can specify like a specific age that I can like attach that to. Mm-hmm. I just feel like I was around it so much. It was just the normal is to always be making something or doing something like that. I don't know.
I think too, maybe we should go around the table and ask like each person what they think that their art style is. Like whether it be like writing, sculpting,
Drawing big anime titties.
like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, I wish I had that.
I don't.
To be able to
What,
draw
big
big.
anime titties?
Who doesn't?
Man, with Noah's cake and those titties, nobody be able to get them off. Like, we couldn't even pry people off of them then. Krista, what do you think that your art style is, or like your art medium?
Yeah, we didn't.
He's still thinking. Aren't you still thinking?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm almost there.
He's
almost
almost there.
This is making me dizzy because my screen's like going.
I'm in 2032 right now.
I'm in 2015 right now.
Oh my god, you still have such a long way to go.
I was
Oh, is that
15 in 2015.
I've been graduated for like 4 years before that.
Yeah, there it is.
Noah,
That's
how
the
old were you in
fucking
2014?
best.
8.
Oh, maybe it's in
No,
So
I was 13.
I have a picture of my first like painting.
How old are you?
22.
We're only 2 years apart.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute. We would have been best friends.
Why weren't you?
I was
hung
best
out
friends with his older brother.
Well, you can't like both of them at the same time?
I did not know Noah.
I was not in existence.
Oh.
To me, I
I
knew
was gonna
he
say,
had a little brother. I knew my whole time I was friends with Jakey, I knew he had a little brother. Never fucking met him.
I'm
I had
just
been to
saying,
Jake's
yeah.
house.
Noah,
Jake has been to mine. We were constantly together 24/7.
What do you think?
Never
Noah?
once did I
don't
meet
think
Noah.
I ever picked between you and Jake. I think I liked both of you equally.
Okay, but I had never met him. It's not like I met them both and picked Jake. I only ever knew
I'm just
Jake.
saying. I don't think I ever picked one of them.
I don't think I met you until we were
Jake was
both
just
goddamn
very
adults.
hard to get.
Like,
Jake was just very hard to get somewhere.
So I think first, yes, when we were younger, Tyler, you didn't pick sides.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I think you pick me over him.
Well, I kind of have
wouldn't?
to.
Exactly. And for you, Holly, yes, I don't think we truly met each other and hung out
until we were both
until
adults.
we were both adults. But I do remember you hanging out with all of them in his basement before, where
In my basement?
yeah,
Where?
at the very old house where I first met you guys,
What house was that? Like where?
Up on Bell Avenue.
where all the cum
No.
trees are.
Yeah, you were never at that house.
No. I lived
Or wait.
literally right around the corner, but I don't think I was ever in that house.
I think you came with.
I broke into that house.
No.
No, see, the only time I've ever been in Cody and Krista's
Krista, do
house
you remember
is
that
the
time?
house they have now.
I broke
And
into
it
your
was-
house.
It was
honestly-
when Ding was back.
And I put
Yeah.
the weird, like,
I
the
came
weird
there
zombie
with
sculpture
Jakey
thing in
and
the
Ding.
bottom of
Then
the
might
Because
have
then
been-
a couple days later, Cody and Wolf had put it in the bathroom and scared the shit out of me.
That mannequin thing? Fuck you. Yeah,
yeah.
we were just talking about this, 2 weeks ago?
So that was my first painting.
I have been friends with Jake since I was 12 years old, 11 or 12 years old, because he was best friends with my older brother. Shout out to Matt. So I always loved stealing my brother's friends. They were just automatically my friends as soon as they came to the house.
Should
I'm
also
like,
date them all.
I only ever dated
Like,
one.
3 of them.
One. Mm-hmm. One.
Like, 4 of them.
Anyway, so
Tyler is the most, jealous bitch I've ever seen.
because I dated my brother's friend Storm when I was 12. No, Like, you're giving me shit for having dated someone before. Never been married before. I got that one on me.
We're going on to
Going
this.
to.
I'm uncomfy.
So I found
I'm uncomfy.
my... Where's it at? So I've had like little things. So I had like past bands and stuff. I didn't really do a lot in them. Like as far as like physical art, that's like a no-go for me.
Fair enough.
I'm not real good. I don't have a steady hand. I don't have like any type of ability to draw anything accurately at all.
That
Yeah, that's a lie.
Donald Duck or Goofy.
Oh, that's
You-
because I was so bored that I drew that a million
No.
times, and I still fuck it up every time. I started drawing that in year 1 German, and from year 1 German up, I drew that every year, and then I just randomly doodled it. That's the only thing I really know how to draw, unless I
Cody.
trace.
You used my Wacom tablet for 5 minutes.
That was copy and pasting images side to
No,
side.
you drew that with a
No,
pen.
I
Yes, I
didn't.
remember watching you do that. And I
You
was like,
didn't because you
fuck
weren't in the
you.
room.
Yes, I was.
No,
Not
you
have
weren't.
another fight already.
All right.
I
No.
was in the room though.
I'm telling you no, I didn't.
'Kay.
Because all it is you I drew one of the foxtails, and then I just clicked on the image and kept going up, and I made the fox from Naruto.
Oh,
But I drew it my own way,
yeah.
and then like I just threw like a symbol on the inside and stuff. But like a lot of that is like it does straight lines for you and stuff like that.
So you can never get those things to work.
Yeah, her
I don't know how
Wacom
people use
tablet
those.
is. She needs to have.
I
like,
should
an
have got
actual
the full
surface.
like drawing tablet, not just the pad that it like transfers it to your computer screen.
Oh.
I should have got the whole screen
I
tablet
can never
drawer.
use those, like the drawing pad thing. It just feels weird. I think like if I would have spent
Yeah.
any more extra time than just like a couple times trying, I
Yeah.
feel like it's something really hard to grasp.
It's
like
weird when I'm sitting here
drawing
like
and trying
this,
to like.
and I'm drawing, but I'm looking at the screen like this.
That's
and
what
I'm like,
I mean. Like
yeah.
trying to like do that. I feel like
but if it was a surface,
know.
like you're just drawing on paper,
Right.
But see, like even when I use Josh's to try and like, it's too smooth. Like there's no like tactile thing there,
it probably
which
would take
is
a lot of getting
which
used
is
to.
like really weird. Which I think will bring us into our next subject very soon.
yeah. So
Segue?
okay,
'Cause
I'm gonna
that's
hurry
like
up and do this so we can
Segueing
segue out
into
of
the
this.
next
Yeah.
one, right?
Nah.
What's
So
yours?
Nah.
I have no real physical art, but I started playing music whenever I was like pretty young. So it started out with me playing the tuba. Okay.
Oh,
I used to go to districts and states. Like,
damn!
that's a trombone.
I was
I know.
Tuba's the big
I
fucking.
know what a tuba
all
is.
right.
I was in band too.
Well, you did the odd like. I was like, all right.
I can't play a fucking trombone at you.
All right. So I used to play like I'm talking like one of my favorite things to play off of memory was. Is it called Hail or Hall of the Mountain King?
Hall of the Mountain King.
Is that which one's the?
Bum 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 bum.
Okay,
bum,
but, like,
bum,
triple the
bum,
speed.
bum, 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 and it gets faster each
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Like I would play that.
Are they heavy?
Like I would always challenge myself. What?
Are they heavy?
No,
Really?
no, they're not heavy. They seem to be heavy, but they're not heavy at all. Like you can go like this and lift them up. They are awkward. And it hurts when you're sitting on the edge because you have to sit like this on your seat and you put it right on the corner of the chair. You play it. If you move
okay.
like this and it slides off, that bell part, dude, right here, I had like a gash here one time because it hit me so hard.
That's where the autism came in.
Yeah.
No, it was before that.
Oh, tuba accident.
That's why I was so good at it. Like
In the band,
made you,
though,
the
my
only person
friend-
who ever beat me, guess who it was? Buff. He's the only person, like, him and I were always in competition for first chair, but the only difference is I never practiced. So I could, like, pick it up and just do it. Real quick going through that. So I started there, moved up. Whenever I was doing that, I learned baritone, which is almost the same, trumpet.
That's the big long. Wow.
Trumpet is the
Oh,
small
trumpet's
one.
the
Yeah,
short
trumpet's
one.
just the regular- yeah.
Yeah.
So
What the
trumpet-
fuck's this one?
Trombone.
Trombone.
He just said it twice.
Yeah.
All right.
When Noah talks, sometimes I don't hear him.
everybody talks and you don't hear any of us.
Yeah, well, that's very true.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like there's other versions of you sitting at the table, and they're also talking.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, shut up, Kristen.
It's okay, Noah. I always hear you.
So basically it moved up from that, and then I went to in high school I was like, I want to learn something different. My friends like talking about starting like a metal band. It's like, well, I don't really know how to do anything. I can't, you know.
Let me play fucking tuba in your
Yeah.
metal band.
And he's like,
That would be dope. That
He's
would
like,
be
how would you just like
crazy.
to learn bass? And I was like, bass guitar is fine. So I got a bass guitar, like a shitty one from Walmart, learned how to play bass, did that for a while. We were like a Hawthorne Heights cover band.
That's right.
And
That's how
then
it should be.
we moved over.
Bring that back.
And that didn't work out. I started with a new band with some of my current friends. It's called From Ashes, and then we switched our name to On Skies of Red. We started doing that for a while, and that was like, it was like a Census Fail type band. And then I went on, I created some of my own band, and then this is the one that was important. So I'm going to read this real quick because it's short. It says, thank you to everybody who came out to the show tonight. It was a great show, and the place was packed. We couldn't have asked for more. For those of you who were not able to come, our new vocalist, Cody Bush, ex-Rise of Lions, he is a great new asset to the band, and we're extremely excited to let you all meet him. Whoever wrote this post cannot use grammar. I'm assuming it was Alex.
I'm assuming it was Chris.
Chris isn't part of that band.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wrong
Shout
band.
out to Alex. You don't know how to fucking type.
What up, wide dick? I think he listens to this too, so he'll probably hear it.
Hell yeah.
So that was January 18th, 2015. That was the first time whenever I was in Hue Creates, and in that band, something happened. I don't know if it was the autism between all of us. Something happened in that band where we clicked. So I walked in the day and like this is 100% true story, not exaggerating. I walked in the day that they were like, hey, you should come and try out. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. Walked in, I met Andy, the drummer, Andy, the guitarist, and then
Andy,
I
the
met
bassist.
Dave, the bassist. And then I already knew Alex because Alex was in a couple of my old bands, and he was a friend from school and from band. So
he knew about your trumpet skills.
yeah, no, not many people knew about my trumpet skills. I didn't have a lot of trumpet skills. I just learned how to play it, basics.
Oh, sorry, tuba skills.
So
We just gotta stop correcting him. He's doing it on purpose now.
Leaving it.
we were talking about the like the style of song that we wanted and stuff, and I was like, just I'll figure it out, blah blah blah. And Alex is like, you heard it, play it. We'll just play it on repeat until he figures it out. He's like, this is what we want the song to be about. Okay, sounds good. I sat down and probably 45 minutes to an hour later, Echoes was born. That was our first single. That is still to this day our most popular song. Like, people love that fucking song. Crystal
love
will,
that song.
yeah, Crystal will tell you about it all the
That's
time.
my jam.
But we wrote that song, and it was like all of a sudden it clicked, and then we were like, I mean, I feel good about this. Like, Andy, my drummer, he got done drumming after I did the full vocals to it, and he went like this and threw his sticks down. And he put his hand up. He's like, fuck! He's like, this is it. And then he walked outside. He was like, God damn it. Like, he was freaking out. And then ever since then, we just, like, went for it. And that was, like, the start of my true, like, creativity. It was the only time I felt like...
Okay, so you felt like your
Relief?
creativity was, like, much later in life.
way later in life.
I think
Before then, it was literally just...
it was a thing that like manifested slowly over time for you. Like something happened and it pushed you into the next thing, and then it pushed you into the next thing. You know?
I just was like, I was all about like hunting, fishing. I didn't really do anything that was like until I started hanging out with people from like the card shop and stuff, and like Brooks taught me magic. I should give a shout out to Brooks. Brooks is the person who taught me to scream in the first place.
Shout out to Brooks.
So-
Goddamn.
Shout out to Brooks. I taught him how to play Magic, FYI, just so everybody knows.
Really?
Yeah, you
Nice.
can ask him about it. I even gave him his first.
First Pokemon card?
No, his first
always on
Magic
his mind.
deck.
But
He's
Yeah,
like, "What's
it-
this?" I was like, "It's Magic the Gathering." And then
Like-
look at his career.
what was it? Sorry. Like I said, like growing up, it was just like it's worse. So until I hit like a certain point, there was not really like anything for me to be creative with. Like,
Okay.
all I did was ride dirt bikes and four-wheeler and fish and hunt, and I didn't really play games or...
He was a good old country boy.
Yeah, I would read, but I wouldn't like think about writing.
Sorry.
God
Damn
it.
Gotta do this real quick.
Hunt,
Nope.
Country.
country.
I know the word, but I don't know when it was said.
He said it. I heard him say it.
You even said that you don't even hear me. You phase me out.
Yeah,
How the fuck do you
I think
think?
that was the
I-
other me
Oh.
that you were talking about that said that.
Cody, quiet down.
But yeah, ever since this, like these guys, I was also very docile. Like I did not talk to people ever. I didn't do anything. I would never be
Turn on that
around.
fucking fan.
Like I would never be around people, and I have to thank all these motherfuckers. And just because not a lot of people listen to this podcast, I'm going to fully say that we are coming back. We just made an announcement today. Was it today?
Yeah, it was this morning. He posted
So they just put it out that we're coming out with.
Now the world's gonna
More stuff.
know.
Yeah, the world of however many listeners we have.
a couple hundred.
So I would say
40?
they're the reason why.
Couple hundred. We're manifesting this shit.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple
Yeah.
hundred.
Shout out to all you hundreds of people listening.
Yeah.
We love each and every one of you.
So like I think it was very nice that they allowed me to come out of my shell and be who I wanted to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's wrong with doing that, Cody?
Nothing except for when it's your job to look into people's faces and talk to them.
Technically, it's my job. I still need to do it.
Overcoming the tism.
It's just, I'm sorry. Eye contact is weird. It's uncomfy.
Sometimes it can be, definitely.
It always is. I can like look at you in the eye for a few seconds and then
I'll
have to
fucking
switch.
out with you
This
right now.
brings
I don't
a
give a
question
fuck.
up that I have. How do you look at somebody in their eyes?
Like this.
No, but like
That's it.
how?
Like,
Huh?
I'm
Like this.
confused on the question. Like,
So like I'll look at one eye, and then I'll look at the other eye for a little bit,
Wait, what?
Okay.
and then I'll look at the other
You're-
eye.
What?
Or sometimes
that
I'll just
possible?
look at the bridge of your nose.
Oh,
Or like-
whenever I look at you,
Yeah.
I look at your unibrow.
I don't have a unibrow.
They don't know that. They can't see the
I tease half of my
Oh my
eyebrow
God.
off because it's not there.
I think it's
Like,
women today. I think they're just taking things too seriously.
It's because I don't catch your sarcasm.
I don't want another fight.
No, it's a good thing your girlfriend is in here.
I know.
Just,
I'm gonna call her.
no.
Which planet is in the microwave?
So
Mercury
okay,
retrograde.
that
fucking
whole-
They
Mercury.
said okay. Whatever.
Mercury's
I
in
got it.
retrograde. Basically, it's when the girls all their periods line up. Don't lie.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's when
That's
the
basically
planets
what it is.
align.
Gotcha.
So
I'm s-
I hate eye contact. I think it's really uncomfy.
not
The way I
serious.
get away with it, I actually stare at like the top of your lip, or like if you're smiling, I stare at your teeth. I don't know why.
I don't
It makes me
like
feel better.
any of
I'll like
that.
glance to your eyes and stuff,
See,
but
yeah.
I can't
don't
just
don't
be
look
like.
at my
See,
teeth.
That shit makes me
everybody,
uncomfy.
everybody says that. Like the problem with me is as soon as you like sit there and if I would go like this and stare at your lips,
It's on.
like or like the top of your lip or anything, to me in my head I would get self-conscious and be like, everybody thinks that means I want to kiss you right now. I'm like, no, they can't think that either. And I'm just gonna be like, nope, and I'm just gonna
See, I feel like another problem is like I'm like hard of hearing. Like I'm fucking like deaf. I swear to God, there's something wrong with my hearing. So I actually read your lips while you're talking to me. So like I'll focus on what you're saying.
hell yeah, I'm talking to you like this from now on forever.
I know, but that's, as soon as she said that, I was like, what?
No,
God,
okay, like
what?
it's just like I don't know why, but eye contact freaks me out, and like
Don't look at my
people with
teeth.
lazy eyes. That is the goddamn bane of my existence because I feel bad because, okay, eye contact for me is already terrible. And then, like, I'm looking at you. Do I look at your good eye? If I look at your bad eye, is that insulting? Is it like I'm staring at your bad eye? Is that mean? Like, it gets in my head and it fucks me up. And as someone who used to have a lazy eye, I'm allowed to say this shit.
You just gotta look at them both at the same time.
No. I can't.
How the fuck do you do that?
Stare in the middle.
No, you just
Or you
look
just
at one and you wait until
go-
this eye just catches up.
Try being friends with him for years.
Does he not have an eyeball?
Yeah. It's just,
Oh. Yeah.
Who?
he had a fever of 100 and,
Who?
103 something. You wouldn't know.
Oh.
Yeah, see, like...
One of my old friends from high school.
See, like, like, nothing against people with lazy eyes. I get it. It's not your fucking choice. But it's just, like, it's one of those things that, like, I worry about because I'm like, if I'm looking at their lazy eye for too long or something, I don't want to make them feel bad or something or make them think that I'm, like, you know, gawking at them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's one thing. I fucking hate that. I can't do that. And when I had a lazy eye, I was so paranoid about it. I wore these big-ass sunglasses everywhere because I was like... I can't do that to other people. Like,
Yeah.
I know what it's like. I can't do that to other people. No one else probably ever thinks of shit like that, but to me, that's like absolute panic is when someone has a lazy eye. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, shit.
like one of our clients, she is the sweetest girl ever. I love her to death, but she is a very prominent lazy eye. I hate talking to her just because I'm like, I don't want to make her feel like I'm like staring at it, so I'll be like, yeah. Or like I always act like I'm busy with something because I feel bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, Noah, what does that segue us into?
Talking about lazy eyes?
Burger King, but that is.
Okay.
What was it you said the other day? Real quick, I just have a quick question. What was it you said the other day that you were like, I'm becoming Holly?
Fuck me then.
What was it you said?
Was it Pepsi?
Pepsi. You said
No,
something with a
it
B.
was something, but I said it exactly in the tone and the fluctuation that you would have said it in, and I'm like, oh god, I'm turning into Holly.
Krista and I are slowly becoming unfriends.
It's a potato.
It's a potato.
If you start wearing like jersey hoops and saying,
What are
Whoa.
Jersey hoops?
Just big ass
Big-
hoops, but
big-ass
I
hoops.
don't
Earrings.
wear
Oh,
hoops, so
you,
I don't.
when we first met though, you wore hoops. Because you'd
That-
rip them out of your ears and you're like, hold my hoops.
That was the
I have
style.
only ever done that, I think, like once or twice in my life as a joke.
Hey.
yeah.
I've never once
Hey.
actually been like, fucking hold my... No.
Hey.
That was the
You're
jewelry
talking to
style
Tyler.
at
He
the
doesn't
time.
remember.
Everybody was
Fucking
wearing those.
bitch.
But no, he
Right
remember.
now, he
can remember when we were
created
first
20
together.
fucking different scenarios where this happened in, because I
Dude.
do it all the time.
She
Yeah,
does.
no, never...
And all of my scenarios are real in
No.
my head.
Oh, in your head, yes.
Yeah.
Same.
And I think my therapist said that that's like the only way that it matters.
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
like your
Pretty sure
thoughts and your
that's
feelings,
not
as
what
long
he
as
fucking
they're
said.
like, no, he did. I swear.
I would
All
fucking
right.
believe it. Fuck
On that
him.
note-
I hate that therapist.
On that note,
You just mad because he
now
don't
what?
like you.
I believe it's PDF versus physical copy, right?
Yes.
Sure, let's go with
We're okay. We're ready. Okay,
Go,
just
Tyler.
Quick raise of hands. Who likes PDFs over physical copies? Fuck off, Cody. Get out. All right, start over. Let's
Let
go.
me tell you why you're wrong.
Let me
That's
tell
my
you why you
favorite thing ever.
suck.
It's like, what's your favorite ice cream? They answer wrong
Well,
answer.
okay,
Let me tell you
Wrong.
why.
It better not be mint chocolate chip.
Oh my god!
It's the superior ice cream.
Oh my god.
Wait,
no.
what's the second best? What's your second most hated?
Oh, second most
Ready?
hated. Hold
When
on,
you
hold
think
on.
of it,
Hold
hang
on.
on.
Hold on, I gotta think. Oh, this is too stressful.
Can't put him on the spot. He doesn't
Yeah.
do well with tests.
I know,
Yeah.
but like,
I'm
think of
not
like
good at
another
testing.
one that you
Not
hate,
good
and
at
we'll say the
testing.
same thing on the count of 3.
Oh man.
I got it.
Oh no, because see,
I
everybody's
got it.
gonna. Everybody likes it. And I
No, just
don't.
say it.
No,
Whatever
go
you
ahead.
hate.
Yeah, it's going off
Ready?
of yours.
Oreo.
Oh,
Fuck.
you were supposed to
My
say
bad.
it with this. I was gonna say butter pecan.
I was too. I fucking hate that ice cream.
Oh, I love
Fuck that
butter
ice cream.
pecan.
No,
That's my
the
second
worst.
favorite.
I actually like
That's the
butter
worst.
pecan.
Fuck butter pecan.
All right.
Gross.
I like the nuts in it. It's good.
No. Vanilla. Best ice
That's
cream.
gross.
So
Nope, vanilla.
So-
Vanilla with fucking toasted coconut and sea salt on top.
That's not
Ooh.
vanilla then.
I'm just saying for toppings.
No,
I-
we're talking no toppings.
I can't do chocolate. I can't do it.
Noah, what's yours?
So, physical copies versus PDFs.
So Noah, tell me why you absolutely love physical copies and hate PDFs.
It's not.
Hate.
What the fuck?
Hate. It's Holly's mini microphone.
I love that.
How does that plug in?
Does it
into
change
her
my
phone.
voice?
Just
No.
like an aux port.
Okay.
No, it's just like an
I
aux
wasn't sure if
port.
it was the-
You can actually use it though.
So, in my opinion, I don't hate physical copies. I don't
Did
hate
you speak
PDFs.
Yeah, I
You are
didn't,
becoming me.
I didn't know if it was the voice changer one. I'm sorry.
When I was young, I wanted to buy every single D&D book because it made sense. I was in love with D&D, and I technically am still in love with it, but not as much where I want to buy every single book.
She was your first love, so she'll always have a special spot in your heart.
Yeah.
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 After he's done, I have a slight alteration to what I said. Continue.
He
But-
hates mint chocolate chip.
No.
But as time went on, when I didn't want to buy any physical books, I started buying a bunch of PDFs from different RPGs or different, like, you could quote unquote say DLCs from Kickstarter for different D&D books. So I will say that PDFs...
Come on, Noah, focus.
I can. You guys are. I see 3 different microphones coming out. One's going on someone's tit. One person has already pinched their
That's
nipple.
different. I'm naked. Ugh. Okay, sorry. I was paying attention.
Fucking physical copies, sure.
I hate you.
I tried, dude.
You went towards going PDF, and I was like, the guy's gonna be partially on my side.
no, he's
So
not.
here's the thing.
You like to touch it, right?
Yes, I like holding a book. I like actually having something where I can open it and actually read it.
I do too.
But there is a somewhat love where PDFs, I can pretty much get anything. It'll be on my laptop. It can be on my phone. It's right there whenever I want it. But the massive problem with PDFs is after you have it, you forget about it. You can easily forget about it unless it's either right in front of your face or you're working on something that deals with that PDF right in the moment. But if you work on something else where that PDF isn't being used, you will slowly
It
start
ends up
forget
farther
about
and
it,
farther down your list.
and
I
it'll
think,
just
Yeah.
To me, that's organization. Because I have a ton of stuff like that.
Forgetting
I
about
have
things.
no
I
issue
I
with
can
that.
understand that.
Forgetting about things is
But see, like
organization?
physical copies
Like
to me
losing
though,
it
like
to
that
your
is organization
computer
because I can like
files and
I can
stuff.
set it on a
what I
shelf
meant.
along with all my other ones, and I can physically see it.
See,
And then I can be like, go, okay, there's that one. Plus, I also don't use technology. I think
Yeah.
that's like a big
Grandpa Koontz, yeah.
yeah. That's my biggest thing is I don't use technology, so I think that's really my downfall with PDFs.
See,
And
my
I also
thing
like
is,
to touch things.
So I wanted to
a
change what
tactile
I was
person.
saying. If it's something that I truly am in love with, physical copy, I will buy it.
Okay, I can
But
see
like
that.
when you're like, oh, I have 2 of everything. Like I'm okay with 2 copies of everything. I'm like, that's so stupid. Like, why do you want 2 copies?
Because what if one gets ruined?
you just buy another one?
yeah.
But what if I can't? Like, okay, so like the Call of Cthulhu book, I have one copy.
You mean
If-
Cthulhu Dark?
What did I say?
Call of
Call of
Cthulhu.
Oh, yeah, there's an RPG that's called that. But
Yeah.
Cthulhu Dark, if I had one copy, it didn't exist until like this year. So like
Yeah.
that's like scary
That's
to
where you
me.
take care of your shit.
I know, but I do take care of my shit. Like I'm
Doesn't sound
But
like
you have
it.
Holly, so that's the
right,
problem.
yeah, and then she'll
Okay,
wear
I
my
would like to-
T-shirt.
I'd like
and
to
then,
put out, I did not ruin that book.
Oh no, I'm just
I-
talking
no,
in general.
I-
No, just in general.
Yeah.
like, wearing my
that book
T-shirt.
did
That's
get,
like I have
that book did
Krista.
get ruined. But
I'll set
it
something
was
on a
Josh's
table
fault.
and she'll be like, I'm cleaning the house, and I'll be like, I'll never see it again. And then I just never see it after that.
I'm pretty sure Tyler lost my sister's W-2.
I didn't touch
Because
it.
it was in the car with her packages, and then he cleaned out the car. Suddenly, this letter is missing, and I don't know if it is her W-2 or not, but
All I'm
Just saying.
saying is
Okay.
when I clean and I ask you to help me to clean, and then you don't help me clean, I gotta clean anyways.
Tyler, you're making it worse for me. Stop.
all right. I
Stop.
just
I'm the
got
opposite. I'm on Holly's side on this one. Stop. Krista's gonna start yelling at me now.
Just saying. Oh,
So-
Krista is now.
Turn on your microphone.
Yeah. So, do you have an opinion on this?
You'd love
I don't
physical
think
copies.
I don't think she's
understand.
I don't think she's had either one.
How about this?
Well, like, okay, but for, like,
Your-
let's just say books in general.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
because
you,
you could
rather
do
have
like
a physical copy or,
because you could do like
on
Kindle,
your phone, Kindle
versus
sort of shit?
like
Hey, let me answer this for you. Physical, because your fucking character sheets for D&D. There you go.
What?
Explain that.
What are you talking
Krista, how about you answer?
All right, how about this?
Your
Let me answer for
character
Krista,
sheets
too.
D&D, You hate having stuff electronic for that. Like you told me this.
In excess.
I didn't mean to answer it
So
for
like
you. I meant
if
to
it's
remind you
if it's
of
one
that.
page of something, I don't mind it being on something electronic like a laptop or whatever. But I like a character sheet or like what's the app that we use for D&D that has like all the different sections?
D&D and Beyond.
Oh, we don't
D&D
have that
Beyond.
anymore. But yeah.
But like I literally could not keep my stuff straight because I didn't remember like where it was. If it's just on one sheet in front of me, that's fine. But if I have to flip through things, my brain is just like, oh, I don't know what page that's on. Like I have to look through the whole thing to find it.
That's what it was. I was flipping through.
But
pages.
when it comes to like keeping copies of things, like the book thing, whatever, I'm fine with either, but I will always want to have a physical copy of the things that are my favorite.
So, okay. I'm kind of in the same boat. Because when it comes to, like, character sheets, I like the physical copy. I don't like my phone. I don't like doing that. Like, when I have to look something up, like, if I don't have, like, the player's handbook or something like that, I fucking hate going on my phone and looking at it. I'd rather just have the book, fucking flip through, there it is. Don't want to scroll and fucking search and all that bullshit. Mm-hmm. But, like, when it comes to books, I like physical copies of books more. But then, like, with, like, manga, I only really like to read that on my phone. Mm-hmm. I don't, but I also feel like that has to do with the fact that I have to buy fucking 40 goddamn books.
Yeah.
Compared to just on my phone. Every time they update it, I can
Just
read
a quick
it.
question. Where do you read your manga on?
There's so many.
There's so many.
sites.
Okay.
So
Do you read stuff on webtoons?
Yes.
Yeah, I love the webtoons. I love them. It's my favorite. What
I have
about
so
Manta?
many.
What about Manta?
I had Manta for a little bit. I think right now I have Inker. It's like
Yes.
INKR.
Okay. I
Inker.
just
Oh,
downloaded
this?
that like
I
a
was
month
like,
ago.
what's
Okay.
happening?
Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. But like that's the thing. Like I feel like when it comes to like physical versus PDF, for me, it depends what it is. Like I can't just give a flat out answer of, oh, I love PDFs for it all, or oh, I love physical copies for it all. It really depends on what it is, because like I said, on certain things, I don't give a shit if I read it on my phone or if it's just a file on my phone. That doesn't matter. But like character sheets have to be physical. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's no one solid answer I can give on that one.
I guess just with like a PDF versus like physical thing, I feel like if it's a PDF, I feel like I don't truly own it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like to me, it doesn't feel like I actually own anything.
It's like you just
or have gained
access to it.
Yeah, I have
it's
access.
Not,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
yours.
Yeah, I have access to looking at it, but like, do I really own it?
Yeah.
Like,
I get that.
I don't.
That makes sense.
Like, also, like, if something gets, like, I think that's another thing, too, is, like, if something gets, like, fucked up with my laptop or my phone or, like, whatever that's on, I no longer, I could, like, lose multiple things, right? So, say if I had, like all my games downloaded in PDFs and my laptop crashes, I have now lost all that information where, like, if it's sitting on my shelf at home, unless there's, like, a house fire, I still have access to it 100 years from now. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter what it's on.
Right.
Because it's in my hand.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see the appeal
I
for
can
it.
get like the appeal for PDF sort of shit when it comes to storage, when it comes to like physical space, because I mean, look, we live in a tiny house. We have a specific section for RPGs and a specific section for board games. But like, if you don't have a lot of space, if you don't have something like that, you're kind of limited to how many physical copies can you really have. So I can get that aspect of it. Like, it's easier because on the computer, it takes up the space of that laptop. Whereas, like, you have a house and
I guess
like a book lover like Krista, if she wanted to own a physical copy of every book she has ever loved, you know, where's she fucking putting those? Like,
Yeah,
there's only so many bookshelves you can fit into a room. Like, so I can see that aspect of it.
I mean, I don't think I'll ever be like persuaded that way. Like, if there's ever a physical copy of something, I'm buying it versus like getting the PDF of it. But there's certain games that like.
I can definitely see the argument from both sides. I can definitely see the.
I think in a minimalist sort of scenario, that's a good way to look at it. But
that's just I can see the flip side of either, and like I mean it is nice like.
wow, why is everybody's phones going off except for mine? Nobody liked me or what?
Hey, Tyler, if you would look at your
Bitch,
phone,
never
it
fucking
should have
going
gone
off,
off.
Shut up.
Oh,
Fucking
sorry.
moron.
Get another goddamn phone.
Hi guys. Wait, May 17th. What is this about?
Yeah, ignore that. Don't worry about it.
What's
I just told
happening on
everybody
May
ignore that
17th?
several times.
No, you didn't tell me to ignore nothing.
No, it's everybody kept looking at me like, huh? And I'm like, just don't worry about it. Like,
So
I'll explain later.
I do think another argument for physical copy is like we're all gathered around, we want to play something. We can pull out book after book after book after book, whatever. Read through, flip through, pick one, what do you want? And, when you have the PDF, it's like, yeah, go fucking on my laptop and scroll through that and look and see. Like, I do like the physical copy for that aspect. It's just like board games. I like to be able to go, here's the board games we have. What do you want to do?
So another thing of what you just said is
Tyler, delete everything on your phone. Throw it outside. I don't ever want to see that shit again.
You don't want to see my butt?
Why? That's like the best picture ever.
Whatever, Noah. Fine. Be butt prude.
Noah, listen.
Be butt prude.
Noah's so afraid to come out of the closet that he gets mad when people send gay stuff.
It's not gay. It's just my butt.
Well, okay, yeah, never
It
mind.
depends on how you look at it, I guess.
Like a snack. That's his problems.
I'd say if you're looking at it like the hearts in your eyes.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
No, but I think you do have a good point, Holly, with the PDF. Is like I never thought about it that way. It's something that if it's on my phone and I want to look at it, I can look at it whenever, wherever.
Right.
I don't have to be like, oh shit, I left it at home, or like I left it on the shelf, or I like let it somewhere else. Like that's not a bad way to look at it. I never thought about it that way.
I honestly feel like the answer just comes down to like it depends what it is. You know what I mean? Like it wholeheartedly depends what it is, if it's physical or PDF.
Yeah.
This can kind of lead into our next topic. Another one. It can be like board games versus video games.
Okay.
Bringing up about in person. Mm-hmm. That's where board games kind of come into play, where you can actively pull out any board game that you have. You have a bunch, Tyler. I have a bunch. Cody has a couple. But with that combination, we can just sit down and play for hours.
True.
But with video games, for us, Tyler and Ollie, you don't have any type of electricity.
Any type of electricity.
Yes.
have
Internet, whatever the
electricity.
fuck.
We have electricity and internet.
Yeah.
Listen, we plug in like
We had to plug in three
we
different
plug in
things.
like a phone charger, and your whole house is like.
No, my phone.
Then it goes
Our
back
system's
up.
just very like touchy.
Yeah,
It doesn't
So-
like. It's like is that like older than 5 years old? Because like I see it. I'll shut you down right now.
It's funny because you do that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Tyler, this is this year. Like
Yeah.
I just got this.
What's
So
that
I-
movie
Very
where
picky.
the AI thing goes, I can't do that. Or what is that
iRobot.
movie? You know what I'm
iRobot.
talking
I
about?
was
Will
thinking
Smith.
iRobot, but I don't think it's
That's the
iRobot.
only thing I know.
I
It's
just like
an
saying
older
words.
movie.
That is
Chappie.
I was gonna
iRobot.
say
Wall-E.
iRobot would be.
Lots of
Oh, I
We're
love
just naming
Wall-E.
all robot movies. Iron
No,
Giant.
we're only naming
what is the-
just one
what's the,
robot movie repetitively. We just keep saying
Oh,
iRobot.
I'm over here naming any
Oh.
robot movie I can think of, which
Yeah.
so far is iRobot and Wall-E.
Oh, what was the
Iron
movie?
Giant, yeah, you were right. What?
Fuck, there's a robot movie that Wally's based off of, like his character design. Short
Rob the
Circuit.
Robot.
You ever watch Short Circuit?
Never even heard of it.
Dude, with Johnny Five. Oh my god,
Don't even know who that is.
fucking love Short Circuit.
So
with
anyway,
Johnny Five.
I feel like you might hate me for this answer.
You don't like board games.
No. I love board games, but I feel like it's going to be the same answer as previous. I feel like it depends on the scenario.
Do you play video games?
Yes.
Yeah, she plays the fuck out of Bee Simulator.
Bro, you should have saw me fucking straight cruising
It
on
was
it.
amazing.
What'd you say it was? You were what? Were you scooting? Or
Scurrying.
No.
Scuttling?
No.
Skittering.
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 I was
Skittering.
looking-
God
Skittering.
damn it. I don't
Skittering
want to hang out
around.
with these people anymore.
It was because, like, I could
my
fly.
fucking girlfriend is starting to say, I'm skittering. I'm skittering.
So, like, I could fly, but then I found out I could land and crawl around.
Wally's face.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But no, I do play video games.
Love this fucking movie.
I do own a Switch. But I grew up in a household where it was very video game friendly. Like, so my mother and father both play video games to this day. Anyway, so my mom and dad both play video games. My older brother plays video games. We own pretty much every console that has ever come out except like the newest PlayStations and Xboxes and shit like that. But growing up, we had fucking everything. There was times when we had like full arcade cabinets. My uncle's job is to literally build, program, and design arcade cabinets. So like we grew up playing video games and everything like that. But I feel like it depends on who it's with. You know what I mean? Like whether I'd rather pull out a bunch of board games and play or I'll hop on and play some video games. That's like, I don't know. I feel like I can't give a solid answer one or the other.
But don't they make you sick?
No.
Like, video games always give me, like, not motion sickness, but it always gives me a massive migraine. Like, instantly. Like, 10 minutes in, I have a huge migraine.
I've never had that.
I just don't think you can take a TV.
They're not my favorite, you know? But I don't know. There's something about a video game gives me an absolute migraine. I'll play for like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh my
What games
God.
have you played?
I used to play
Long.
I used to play video games.
I'm asking,
Oh,
what have
okay,
you played?
okay. So like back in the
I
day,
played Skyrim for like 10 years.
I loved Spyro. I loved Crash Bandicoot. I loved Mario Kart. I loved
When did you love Mario Kart?
okay, when I was a
I
little
have played
kid.
Mario Kart with you, and it is like your least favorite thing.
No, I loved
No,
it.
that's when he played against computers and he could beat them.
Exactly.
No, see, the thing is, with Mario
I
Kart,
was a young kid with a brother who was way older than me, so I had to play by myself.
he
And I would set it on
plays
easy
Mario
and feel
Kart.
good about it.
and the second he wins a race in Mario Kart,
I quit.
he's done. Because he doesn't want someone else to beat him.
Quit
so
while
he'll,
you're ahead.
he'll be like, one race, he's
I
done.
always do
That's it.
that.
That's
Like,
why I don't gamble.
Any board
As
game.
soon as I win $100, I'm done. That's it.
Yep. I would like $5. I'm like, hell yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah, you let me know when you win $100.
I did once in my entire life.
But
That's
no,
the only
like-
time I've ever won anything.
like I played video games. I loved Destroy All Humans. Like that one was crazy. It was like that was a game
Did
that
you
I
ever
loved.
play Katamari?
Oh what?
Katamari. It's a Japanese game where you're this like little outer space creature and you just literally roll up all the items in the
Oh, I
room
know
into
exactly what
a
you're talking
giant
about.
ball. It's amazing.
No.
It's like
I
one
know
of my
exactly
favorite.
what you're talking about.
It's a very like mindless
Oh.
kind of game.
I mean, I like those kind of games.
Yeah, but like you start out with like rolling up a ball of ants and then you like paper clips
I
and
think
then
it's
like
it kind of, Holly kind of plays that game, but it's kind of like a weird like slime
No.
thing that eats stuff.
No, mine is it's like it goes by so many different things. Like
what's that game called?
the whole .0 or the snake .0, whatever. It's like where you
Okay.
like eat all the stuff.
yeah.
She's prepped. I know she just sent it
She's
to me.
prepped.
You motherfucker.
What is happening?
She sent happy 9/11. It's
Oh.
9/11.
Somebody's phone's ringing.
Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, okay.
His vibrates like a motherfucker.
Yeah, so here's the
Mine
thing.
doesn't vibrate at all.
If I had to take my phone, my brain is hurting. I had to make my phone buzz like 30 goddamn times because just one buzz, I don't feel a goddamn thing.
That's
Yeah.
the best part.
Just one buzz?
Yeah, when you just don't feel it and you can just ignore your phone forever.
He's lying.
Guys, I do
That's
that
the
all the
best.
fucking time.
He
I
likes
don't
the
know why you guys
because-
don't do what I do.
Noah does it because he likes the vibration.
Yeah.
That's why he keeps it in his
Like,
back pocket.
I don't have back pockets.
No, he puts
Yeah, he
it.
only wears
shit.
He puts it right in his
He
cooch.
keeps it in the
Damn.
middle pocket.
Hey,
He
he
boosts
sticks
that
it
shit.
straight in his fucking cooch.
He's like, "Brr, brr, brr, brr."
Send me more messages.
He just puts like a big post on Facebook. Hey guys,
Call
I'm dying
me,
in the
call
hospital,
me, call
so that he
me.
just has a lot of people like wishing him like well.
He's got a hammock just for his phone.
Damn.
Damn.
Right.
But yeah, no, I'm not a video game fan.
I know.
I obviously.
You would rather do board games. I know.
Yeah, there's just I also like the personal like I like when I'm playing games, I like games to be personal, like like I like seeing my friends and having fun with my friends and interacting with them. I feel like video games take that away. Unless it's like like 1998. And we're all up in my bedroom, and we're all like down in Mountain Dews and eating chicken nuggets, and we're like passing turns back and forth after someone dies. Like, that was kind of fun back in the day, but like I feel like that just doesn't happen anymore.
Okay, now I have a question.
Oh, no.
Do you guys like watching people play video games?
Oh,
Like whether
okay.
it be on
That's-
YouTube,
okay.
on whatever, like or
I hate
in
it.
person, do you like watching people play?
That's how Cody and I's relationship started. He was playing Dark Souls, and what else were you playing at the time?
Let me think.
When The Last of Us came out.
Oh, I love. Okay, listen.
No,
I'm sorry.
that was before The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. I hate video games. I loved the fucking Last of Us.
Guess what?
I would die
They have
for
an
that video.
updated remaster for the PS5.
Dude, I would love that.
If you want to come over,
Fucking
you can
love
play
that
it
game.
anytime.
I
You can
jizzed
play
on that game like so many
it.
times.
Okay, stay away from my PS5.
You're uninvited.
That's
locking
not
the
marshmallow
doors and
fluff
windows.
in the disc return.
Okay, see, like, I feel like it is because the way I grew up, I fucking love watching people play video games. Like, when me and Tyler first met, I would fall asleep watching Achievement Hunter.
Oh my god, I hated
Specifically their
my
Minecraft
fucking
videos.
life.
Don't know why, but fucking loved Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter. But I feel like it's because I grew up with an older brother. Every video game console we've ever owned was like gifted to him on his birthday, on Christmas, whatever it was. So like it was his shit. He'd get the games. The only time I was allowed to play with him was when he got bored of kicking the computer's ass and I had to play against him.
Yeah.
So he could then kick my ass instead. But like that, I grew up having to sit there and watch him play Super Mario Brothers and all this different shit until he'd get sick of it and let me join.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why I love it so much, is because I was forced to sit there and watch him. But like I would be so fine like if you guys invited us over and I just sit on the couch and watch Cody play some random video game.
See, I don't
Honestly,
mind
that
it.
is a great time to me.
That to me is like my favorite quality time. Like
Yes.
you're doing your thing, but I'm like with my feet tucked under your thighs, just reading a book right next to you, and just like watching you do stuff every
Yes.
once in a while.
Okay,
I
okay.
am exactly like that. I tell Tyler
Guys.
all the time.
Guys, hold on. Noah's having a
don't know.
fucking conniption. Okay,
Uh-oh.
fill us in. Fill us
Okay,
in. What's
yeah.
going
So
on?
I loved watching video games when I was younger too. Like, all these new video games are coming out. I watched like the playthrough and just like, oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of want to play it. But after
Okay.
watching the whole thing, I'm like, I don't want to fucking play it. I already know the ending. I already know how to beat this boss, and this boss. I don't fucking care.
Gotcha. It takes away the challenge of it.
Then
Gotcha.
I go through phases where I watch these 3 or 4 specific YouTubers for a month, and then they fucking disappear. I'm like,
Never
oh,
again.
I'll watch these 4.
yeah.
Yeah, never mind. I'll go back to these 2 that I just watched and 2 new ones. And it's just a constant, I don't know what the fuck I'm watching anymore. I'm on wrestling, Binding of Isaac, and then just random Bruce Stew, just random stories about his life when he was a kid. That's what I'm on right now. And when you brought up about watching someone, if I was at Cody and Chris's place this past weekend where we were going to record something, but you guys didn't, you watched the movie, that was fine. But once Holly would have brought out fucking Bee Simulator and be like, I gotta...
It was literally the highlight of our
I'm going
night.
to either sleep
Like,
or go home.
it was
'Cause-
amazing.
It
And
was so fun. And we all like took turns.
yeah,
Like we all like passed the controller around. Everyone's fucking.
Yeah,
I
around
but
had
with it.
when
like
I get the
5
controller,
sips
like,
of a
I
drink. I
need to
wasn't
do
even like
something,
drunk
or
or
I'm
buzzed.
not gonna want to do
I was pretty fucking well gone. Krista had a few sips of drink, but I was pretty fucking well gone, and so was Cody. I kept spiking his drink.
She did.
Well, that's all you did. That's
She
all
just
you
kept
usually
taking
do.
straight like liquor and just pouring it in my Simply Lemonade. It was just like shh.
That's not spiking it.
There
That's
was so many
drowning.
times. There were so many times he got up, and I'd just be like, glug, 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 glug. But no,
Yeah, I didn't know that part. I just found out about that right now.
But like that, I would be so fine if like we all hung out and like you and Cody are playing some video game, and I'm just sitting there watching.
yeah.
I would have a great fucking time watching that.
Okay,
Yep.
I don't know
so
about
so
that
Noah,
one.
I got a question then.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously I'm not a video game fan,
Yeah.
so I don't watch people play video games unless we're watching Holly play Bee Simulator.
I am so
Which
good at
again wasn't. I'm not gonna say it wasn't a bad time because it kind of brought me back to that like 1990s. We're all sitting up in my bedroom drinking Mountain Dew, like passing the controller back and forth. It was a nice like group moment. I really liked it. I will say I enjoyed it a lot. If I was at home by myself, oh hell no, you're not gonna catch me like watching that. But do you watch board games being played on YouTube?
Oh, I used to, but now I don't anymore.
Because
cannot do that.
listen, I literally
Yeah.
watch people play Gaslands on YouTube, like whole matches.
Now,
You
Did you-
also watch people play Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Did you
Okay,
watch it?
I do watch Pokemon
Yeah.
tournaments.
Did
Yeah,
you
you
watch
watch-
it for the fun of it, or did you watch it to understand how to play it?
Like both.
Okay.
Because like I'll watch, be like, okay, like when I first don't understand a game really well, reading is like not my strong suit. So like watching somebody do something, I pick up on shit like 1,000 times quicker. So like I'll just watch a playthrough. I'm like, oh okay, I got it. But it has like become like a relaxing thing where I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll watch this guy play like, a couple rounds of Gaslands.
Yeah.
Or like I'll watch like a Pokemon tournament for like an hour, or like
That's how I am with hunting videos.
No.
That's how I watch
Oh,
hunting
God.
videos every night.
Yeah, I can't hop on that.
yeah, Cody,
I don't think anyone in this room can agree
Nah.
with you
Real
on that front.
Okay, listen. What's the excitement of a hunting video? Because aren't
The
they
kill.
like?
I
Getting the
She's the one who sits there and goes, I don't really want to watch hunting videos. I'm just going to be on my phone. And then like 10 seconds later, I'm looking back and she's like, that's a really big deer. Oh shit, what's it going to do? And it's just like sneaking
yeah.
up and he's like going like this. And all of a sudden he looks to the side and there's just like the biggest fucking deer he's seen in his life. And he's stuck here. And they're just like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And it's just like super tense for a little bit.
There's 3 things
And
for
they're
me
funny.
when it comes to that. I am not a hunter. I'm not interested in that stuff, but I'll watch it and I'll like be excited for you if you get something when you're hunting, whatever. Okay. The first one is the videography.
Okay.
It has to be like good cinematography. You have to be like zooming in the right places. It can't just be like a wobbly like Blair
hot
Witch
mess.
Project kind of video.
You want like National Geographic,
Yes.
like
And the hunting public
The-
does a very good job at recording.
Like I want to see
With-
the sweat on that deer's ass.
With that comes the editing. So if they have like the funny like zoom in and there's like subtitles or whatever, you know what I mean? And then the third is the commentary. If he's just fucking the whole time
yeah, that would drive me
and
nuts.
not like being excited about it or like informational and it's just like bro talk, I'm not interested. But my favorite type of hunting videos that we will watch in the evening, and sometimes I put it on first, is coyote hunting.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
That shit gets wild.
the fucking shots that these guys make with, like, trying to shoot a coyote from, what was the farthest that one guy did? Like,
Dude shot a coyote at like 800
least
yards
like
with his 800 yards with his AR.
and then
It was
they
almost, like,
zoom
3/4
back
of a
into
mile
where
or
they're
something.
standing, and you're like, it was that far away? Like, I don't understand what's happening.
I've seen people shoot them like almost half a mile away, and they're running.
It's
full speed.
it's crazy.
And they're just like going like this, leading out. And they're just like on like one of those tripods, and they're just like, and they just roll it. And I'm like,
It's
Holy
insane.
fuck.
It's like a fucking, of course it's a fucking sport. Like, for that reason alone.
do you like playing
Like,
paintball and stuff? Did you ever love that?
Yeah. Okay. See, but
Picture
here's-
that in a video form.
Okay, but see, like, growing up as a kid, like, my brother was an avid hunter. Mm-hmm. Like, and, like, my dad and everybody, like, it was always the thing. And, like, it was, like, hunting wasn't, like, super interesting to me. Like, this is the first time I ever went hunting. My brother was so excited. He, like, he got me my own gun and, like, all this other stuff. Actually, I paid for my own gun, but that's a later story. But then, like, we, like, went out and I walked out of my dad's house. I walked up on top of the hill. Like, daybreak is just coming. And I, like, see this deer. At that time, like, being my age, we were allowed to shoot a buck or a doe. And I looked at my brother and I was like, and I looked at my dad and I said, can I shoot that? And they're like, no, I'm not sure. I don't know if it has horns or whatever. And I'm like, no, I just got out of, like, our hunting course. Like, I can shoot that. It's legal. So I got down, I shot it, dropped right there. I walked over and I was like, I did it. And my brother's like, oh my God, like, that was a great shot, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm going to take it up and we're going to skin it and stuff. And I said, okay. And then I turned around and I went back home and I went to bed. I was outside for 45 minutes, and that was the end of my hunting career.
yeah.
I shot a deer in 40 minutes, and then
You
I
used
was
a
like,
rifle, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You should try something like flintlock hunting or something like that. Sometimes you can shoot at the deer, or you'd have better luck fucking throwing the gun at it.
Yeah.
Because shooting with a flintlock, you're literally like, pour the powder in, put the ball in, jam it down, pack it in, put powder in your flash pan, and then you're like, click, boom. Fuck, I missed the motherfucker. And then you're like, just, dude, I shot like 4 times this year, and I was like, the last one I was sitting there and I'm like, I'm going the fuck home, and I just left and I didn't even show up for the last day of hunting.
See,
I was like, I'm
it
fucking
just-
done with this.
I don't know. Like, I was just like, okay. It was one of those things of like, I went out, I conquered, I did the job, and that was it. And
Yeah.
I was just like, well, that was it. And then there was no, like, I didn't get excitement over it or anything.
You
and
didn't have the
I
shakes
think-
or...
No,
yeah.
no, it was not like, people always talk about getting like the jitters and like
Yeah, can I
freaking
tell you
out,
the
like,
true problem with what you're saying right now?
and like I didn't.
Well, it's not
like,
a problem, but the factor to what you're saying right now is you're talking about rifle hunting. To me, rifle hunting is for meat. If you
Yeah,
rifle
fair
hunt
enough.
for any other reason,
Well, we would go like rabbit
Yeah.
hunting and stuff, and I would
See-
use like a 12 gauge. Like we would do that and stuff.
Yeah.
That was more fun. I will say that was more
Yeah.
fun than like hunting deer.
yeah, rabbit hunting's great. Archery hunting is wild because that's when the big bucks come out, and that's when it's like most difficult. So it's like that's
Right.
It's the
when you
challenge
see
of
people
it.
getting the shakes and stuff
Yeah.
a lot. Flintlock is big. My number one favorite, no matter what, I will always love it the most. It is definitely bird hunting. Like
chuckers,
chuckers, pheasants, grouse.
ringnecks.
That's a pheasant.
It's a ringneck.
But
See,
ducks.
I feel like on the other end of that, where I came from the city, so like the only guns we were around was like you hear a gunshot, you fucking hit the floor or beat feet out of there. But moving here, everyone's going hunting and taking off school to go hunting and all that sort of stuff. I never really had an interest in it. But then, I have a very big fear of deer.
Which is, I understand and respect it, but it is fucking funny.
I don't know
They're
why.
gonna get you, Holly. They're gonna get you.
They scare the piss
She
out of
hates
me.
when they're like on the side of the road, and I drive up real close and I put the window down. She's like, "Fucking don't!
Yeah,
Put the
Cody's
window up."
taking me home the one day, and he's starting to do that same shit. I'm like, don't do that.
I did. I
Don't do
slowed
that.
down
funny.
and I was like, I was like, hey, and I rolled down my window, and she just went like this. She was like, shut the fucking window. I was like, okay, and I just went. I was like, I didn't realize it was that big of a deal.
Yeah, she will panic hardcore.
Yeah, I absolutely hate them, very scared of them, but I want to go hunting. I've never been any kind of hunting, but I want to go hunting because I want to know what it feels like to kill something. That's
No,
I don't know. I was emotionless.
I don't
Like
know.
I
it
think-
wasn't. I
just want to kill something, and
I
that's
think maybe
legally
part of
killing
my
something.
issue was too is that like hunting was never presented to me as being something fun to do.
Yeah.
It was always like, okay, this is going to be our dinner for tonight. We're going to go out. It was not, I don't want to say a chore. It wasn't a chore, but like,
almost a necessity. Not necessarily a necessity, but like that kind of aspect of it.
yeah.
is
And it
like-
was just like, and it was kind of like everybody was doing it. Like, it was just more like, okay, we're going to go out. Like, you do this, you do that. You know, you take care of like the skinning and the gutting. You take care of this. It was,
I think to a point you can make that a double-edged sword too. Like you can, I think so. The way I do it is I see hunting as fun, but I also like, for example, you don't really eat snowshoe hares. Like they are
right.
not.
that is
very
something I
good
would
to eat.
never kill.
I
as a
love
pet.
rabbits.
So-
I
Will
think
not.
rabbits taste fucking delicious.
So I went hunting. I shot one snowshoe hare years ago. It is mounted on the top of my parents' gun safe. So I shot that snowshoe hare, and then I was like, all right, cool. And they're like, you coming back next year? And I'm like, probably not. They were like, what? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to eat it. I'm like, I have this one,
yeah.
and I'm thankful that I killed it, but like, I'm not just going to come up here and kill one so I can throw it in the trash later. Like, I'm not
Right.
going to mount them every fucking year. I'm going to have
Right.
snowshoes all over my wall.
yeah.
So, like, I sit there and I'm like, sometimes, depending on what it is, if it's cool, like, we're not hurting for snowshoe hares, so it's not like I'm going out and killing a fucking lion or anything.
Right.
Like, I'm not doing some exotic bullshit or, you know,
mean-
scandalous stuff.
I mean, I
I'm
would
like,
down a fucking giraffe, dude. I'm just saying.
Dude, I'd mow that motherfucker down. Not really. I'm just kidding. But, no, like, I
Just
think,
that
I think it's
lion
kind of halfway
hunter.
between.
That lion hunter, it's like that's the
Yeah.
laziest type of hunting because lions don't do anything. They just lay there. You're
But I'm
not
just saying,
hunting
have you
them.
ever taken a hatchet to a giraffe's neck? Like, that has to be exciting.
You wouldn't be
No.
able to.
How?
You'd have to get them down first.
You've never thrown
You
an
would-
axe?
Hey, you would also have
Oh, that's
to
fair.
make sure you kill it the first time, because if not, it's gonna fuck you up.
Well, see, that would be the exciting part.
No, if you
Like-
want to do that, then just like
You know, like, I want to go,
just
like...
run into a telephone pole or something at full speed. Like, don't go to a giraffe to do it.
Yeah, but
Just-
I mean, I just don't... Yeah, but I feel like... Okay, but a giraffe is a telephone pole with a body.
all right, moving on. Conversations. I'm done.
Any last remarks?
Dark Alliance was the other one.
Anything else before we end this thing?
We need to fuck up a giraffe.
We're not fucking up.
I left to
Piss.
talking about.
Yeah, you missed all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Listen,
Tyler
I
wants to
left
fight a
talking-
giraffe now.
That was
Oh,
also a
giraffe
very
was
long
Specifically,
key.
kill it in the neck with an axe.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
could you imagine
I will
chopping
stab
down
you
a
in the
giraffe?
neck with a knife.
Could you imagine chopping down a giraffe like a tree?
I would never do that because they're so cute.
You could be like, timber!
I
and
also
you see his
said it
little,
would
like,
fucking
fucking head
murder
hit the
you as
ground.
soon as you
Oh,
came
yeah.
at it with an axe.
We fed giraffes once. That was
Yeah.
cool.
No way.
Dude, if you kill
Yeah.
a giraffe, I hope you get
Enrichment.
chlamydia from a
Enrichment.
fucking koala.
What?
Koalas have chlamydia.
Oh, and just kind
Chlamydia.
of like
I low-key feel like that's the same aspect
and
as
armadillos have leprosy. Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say the same
Okay,
thing.
but did you know that you just touching an armadillo will not give you leprosy?
You have
Oh,
to
yeah.
eat
if
its
you,
liver.
you have to eat not just one armadillo's liver,
have to
several
tongue
livers
fuck it.
from an armadillo to get leprosy.
Jesus Christ, Noah!
What did he say?
I love it how out of this whole time we've been saying wild shit and just fucking up this podcast. Noah just says the worst thing out of all of us. It's the final remark.
What did he say?
Hey, I'm on page 69. He
I
said
like-
you have to tongue fuck to get leprosy.
I like when Noah laughs hard enough where it sounds like a laser gun. That's probably my favorite laugh.
Dukes was laughing yesterday whenever I was talking to him at work, and I was like, dude, you sound like a fucking Windex bottle. And he's just like, I was like, get the fuck away
He
from
says
me.
shit like that to me all the time. He says that I laugh the way a bulldog looks.
Oh, bro, you do.
Oh, did you?
You do, though.
That's like the meanest shit to say.
What is it?
I laugh the way a bulldog looks.
She does, though. Have you ever heard, like, a bulldog, like... yeah, yes, kind
I've
of.
never
like,
heard you laugh like that.
Bro.
Okay, when I do laugh
It's
really
when
hard,
It's like...
when I laugh really hard, normally it's at night, but because I get goofy loopy at night, but
Same.
that's the mania.
same.
But I get goofy loopy at night, and we'll be watching TikToks, and like one of them will set me off. I don't know why. It'll be the funniest shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life, and I can't.
And it's not
breathe.
funny.
I
at
can't
all.
breathe. I have asthma and a respiratory disease, and my lung capacity is diminished. So when I'm trying to breathe and laugh, I can't. So it comes out really weird.
Me?
Oh.
It was really cool. They had like
Just
a big
passing the phone back
aviary,
and
and you could
forth.
go in with
Tyler's
these what they call punji sticks.
Showing memes.
Chris
Showing
and then
memes.
they would
showing
have, like,
memes. Yep. Cody's
Stuff,
now
and then the
one.
birds would land on them and eat the seeds. There's also a bat tank.
I would love that.
Before we end
Next
this,
time we go up to my brother's, y'all
Yep.
should come with us. Yes.
Tyler and Holly,
Yes,
what
yes,
were
please.
your specific words about being unclothed? Since Tyler
yeah,
took
now
off
that
his
we're
shirt.
done.
Cody, my secret word for you was game.
I said game a lot more than
Yeah.
that. I don't know how you didn't get
Yeah,
naked.
we said game
I
quite
said
a
game
bit.
like 40
no,
times.
just
video
Cody.
game.
Oh, just
yeah,
Cody.
I
You
said
said
video.
video
Oh,
game.
yeah, bro. Yeah, no,
like
I
10
wasn't.
times.
I wasn't
I was
paying
like, I don't
attention.
even know what game you're talking about. Like talking to her.
No, half the time I just kind of
Yeah,
forgot that I
and
was
then
supposed to get
you
naked.
named it and then said, was the other game?
Yeah, what was that other game
Yeah.
we used to play?
Dragon was mine.
Dragon Quest. Thank you. That was the other game you used to watch me play.
Oh.
You literally said
Dragon
that.
Quest.
Yeah, you said that. and I was like, oh,
wait,
shit.
Krista was gonna get naked?
Bye, everybody. Love you.
What the fuck? Damn it.
Wait, what was yours?
Dragon. Dragon needs nuts on the ground.
Dude,
Cody, what was
if
yours?
you mine?
Yeah. Don't tell me you actually had one. Thank you all for listening to CNC Talks. If you like that episode and want to hear more, follow and subscribe to keep up to date. We have an Instagram and Facebook at Creatures and Cantrips, and Twitter at Creature Cantrip. If you want your message to be read on the next episode, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Like, share, comment. It'll help us immensely. I hope you all have a wonderful day.